Hey, what's going on, guys? Jay Brewer here again at Veteran Nerd Review. Getting ready to give you guys another DC McFarlane figure review on the McFarlane Page Punchers Black Adam. Man, this is a very pretty figure. First impressions, I'm definitely very excited to have him. As I got him out the packaging, I started to notice like some weird little deficiencies here and there, but it's not a big deal. Doesn't take away too much from the figure itself. It's very, I guess you could say, comic book-esque or cartoon-esque. So, overall, pretty satisfied with the figure, not complaining too much. And he does come with some, I guess you could say, some bonus features that you can use as far as like other figures or other Black Adam figures. But I'll get that there in a second. So, as always, I'm going to take him off his stand here. Get out of here. Take a quick little look at the packaging, and then we'll take a close look at the figure and do some comparisons. Slide them back just a little bit more. As far as the packaging, this is the new, I guess you could say, McFarlane Page Punchers packaging they have. The new window boxing. I feel like it's a little bit thinner than, no, it might be the same as other thickness as others, but yeah. Nice big bold window packaging there. Right there, you got the DC logo. Black Adam includes exclusive English comic book. I'll show that to you guys in a second. Got his name right there again. Black Adam comic. That's artwork back there on the back of the figure itself. There you go, focus. And the comic book that it comes with. And all the figures in the wave come with all the same comic book. They all come with all just copies of the same comic book. That kind of sucks. I really wish they would have changed it out and gave like each figure their own comic book in the same store. Like if for a four comic book run, and you had to collect all 4 figures to get the whole story and whatnot. That would give you more incentive to get all figures, of course. But alas, I can at least save some money on that Superman that I didn't really feel like getting. But I did get that Batman, I believe. But yeah, not much else going on with the packaging. So we'll put that to the side and show you guys the comic that it comes with real quick. This is what I feel like they should have been doing in the first place with the McFarlane figures. The stands and the trading cards should have all been like their own little plastic sealed wrapping that it comes not attached to the inside of the box. So yeah, I may get to open this one of these days. I don't know if I really want to open it today. I might just, this is only one of 2 comic books like this that I'm probably going to get. So I might keep this one in the packaging or just open this one and keep the other one in the packaging or whatnot. But yeah, nice artwork on the front of the packaging. I don't know what the story is about. I haven't gotten around to reading it yet, but one of these days, yeah. Stand, trading card, and the comic, all individually wrapped inside this nice packaging here. And go get started with this guy. Man, he looks very nice. He looks very comic book superhero, supervillain-esque right there. As far as accessories, get that out the way first. He does come with these 2 lightning effects. You can just wrap around his hands there. So these are pretty cool, nice big bold lighting effects that you just wrap around his hands real simply, like just with these pieces right there. So use that for like a whole plethora of things. You can probably use all these lighting effects I'm getting for all the Black Adam figures and Flash figures and whatnot. I can probably just use for several different things, like my Thor figures and my Storm figures and whatnot, and different displays and whatnot. So that's always good. Now do quick comparisons here. He does stack up pretty well, in my opinion, with some other figures. I give him a stand real good. You guys excuse me, I'm still getting over a cold just a little bit. But here he is next to the Endless Winter Wave Black Adam. So you guys can see he's a little bit shorter. That's one of the things I thought was kind of weird about him. His proportions are kind of like very comic book-esque because his body is like very small. His torso is very small, but he has these huge bulky arms and gauntlets and whatnot, and huge fists. His fists are like the size of the other Black Adam's fists, but his body is smaller, and his legs are like very long. They go all the way up, like very long legs, small torso, but with a small head too. So it's kind of weird. But one thing I want to mention, of course, was that the heads on these guys can swap out. I can just pop this guy's head off. He's a little bit more of a struggle. There we go. Take this guy's head off. I'll just lay you down for now. And you can't pop me over here on this head, on this body. So yeah, I think that looks pretty darn good. Like, come on guys, like, am I wrong? Am I wrong? That head really goes with this body, I think. Even though the neck is like a little bit too thick for him to turn his head sideways and look up and down. So you don't really get to turn his head, you have to turn his whole neck because the neck is so thick. But, come on. Like, just imagine the neck is the same color as the face and everything. Like, that looks amazing to me. I think this is the head sculpt they should have went with, because I don't really like the way this one looks. Hair's a little too, I guess, short or slicked. Well, this one's hair is like really slicked and wavy. I like the way that hairstyle looks with the pointy ears, of course. This one like just looks kind of dull. It's just kind of flat, like it doesn't really fit a Black Adam. This head all the way, top marks for that head on this body mold. Put these guys back like how they were. So that is back on there. Slide you back. And pop you back on. Alright, so yeah. A few more comparisons. Let's put them next to the Dwayne Johnson Black Adams. Have the cloaked version. And we have the uncloaked version. So yeah, I think they look very nice together. Very Black Adam-y. Definitely a lot of Black Adam vibes. I almost got too much Black Adam vibe and juice going on right now with these guys. But I'm glad to have them all. Black Adam is one of my favorite characters from the DC universe. So yeah, they just look so great together. So great. I might have like the Black Adam family going on here in a second. Let's bring these guys back out. And we'll put them next to some comic book styled heroes. We'll put them next to Rebirth Batman. And we'll put them next to the Dark Knight Returns Superman. And I think these guys go very well together. Black Adam should be like a little bit bigger than Batman, of course. And maybe about the same size, maybe like an inch or so shorter, or maybe the same height as Kal-El, because Kal-El is just a big, huge Kryptonian. So yeah, those look good together. Look awesome. Bring these guys back out. Now let's get down to brass taxes and see what this figure can do. Okay, starting off, he does have some okay looking articulation. His head doesn't look up very far though, kind of is hindered by his hair at the back of his neck there, nape of his neck. So it doesn't look up very far. Looks down pretty far though, so that's a good little range right there. Side to side motion. Good, huge amount of head tilt to sides. That is just awesome right there, just a good amount. So of course you can get like a great little bobbleheaded kind of range right there. He has the McFarlane wind-up joint in the shoulders. If I can bend the cape back, you can kind of see a little bit. But it's not very significant, but it's there. Showing about that far. He has these soft plastic shoulder guard pieces right here. Shoulders can go all the way around, of course. You can get around the shoulder pieces. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows that bend in pretty far. Even though he has these thick gauntlets on, they can go past 90 degrees. So that's always good. Straighten them back out. He has the McFarlane ball joints right there in his hand, so you can pop this hand off and probably swap it out if you have a hand that can fit on it. But just if I can show you guys, yeah, it does get a good range of up and down motion. So yeah, you can do that. Up and down, of course, pivot all around and everything because of the special ball joint that McFarlane figures have. The small torso that he has, he does come, I believe, in two pieces still. Yeah. So it has an upper part and a middle part. So you can crunch back about that far. Crunches forward that far. So it gets us pretty much stopped right there. But you can rotate top part and mid part. So you get a good range of motion there. His beautiful long legs kick out about that far. Kicks forward not very far because it starts to rotate as you go out, because he has this diaper piece that extends out right here. These little pieces are here in the center. So that's going to stop him from coming straight out. But yeah, kicks forward, kicks backwards that far. He has the upper inner hidden thigh piece right there, so you do get a little bit of rotation right there. Just a little bit. Then you get double jointed knees that bend in that far. And then you get the McFarlane joint right there, and the ball joint in the ankle right there as well, so you get up and down motion. And if you can hold that ball in place, you can spin the foot around on the ball as well. I can show you guys. There you go. So yeah, you can twist the foot on the ball to get different ranges of motion. Twist it back straight, stand them up with. So yeah, pretty good range on this guy. Plus the head sculpt looks amazing. The head sculpt between the Dwayne Johnson figures and the Endless Winter figure, this figure definitely captures what I believe to be the McFarlane, the Black Adam face. I think McFarlane did a good job on the face and the hair sculpt and the pointy ears of Black Adam for this figure. So yeah, I feel like this one is a very much, I wouldn't say my definitive Black Adam yet. I feel like maybe there may be a custom or a kit bash out there somewhere that may do better than this as far as body wise, because his body is a little bit wonky, kind of like very cartoony with the long legs and the small body and the big arms and whatnot. Well, other than that, very cool looking figure. I think I paid like about $16 for him. I mean, he dropped drastically in price at one point in time, but other than that, yeah, pretty cool figure. I say if you can find him for cheap somewhere, go ahead and pick them up. I get a lot of my figures for cheap off of like Amazon, Entertainment Earth, and different places and whatnot. Big Bad Toy Store. Big Bad Toy Store is mostly like retail prices, but still though they do have some sales here and there. I really miss Dorkside now that they are gone, but they did have some amazing sales as they were going out the door. But yeah, appreciate you guys stopping by. If you guys like the video, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share your thoughts, and I will be back with more McFarlane and Marvel Legends figure reviews. Thank you guys for stopping by. Later.